We were warned about this back in August when he joined us on an Iron Pigs telecast. The Bishop of the Diocese of Allentown, Reverend John Barris, has joined us. And you having fun?
Steve and Jim, it's just great to be with you and to be part of this wonderful rivalry, which I'm experiencing for the first time.
Let's talk about the weather. What can you do about it?
That's your first mission.
I know. I've been told that 10 times on my way up from the stands.
I figured that.
So you get to experience this for the first time, and it's a game that means an awful lot, too, for first place.
Absolutely. It's wonderful when you have the rivalry that's so powerful to begin with and the stakes are so high.
So it is a 4th and 10 now, and very good defensive stand early on here for the Vikings.
We're going to have Kevin Guyas back there deep to receive this punt. Andrew Mergel will be doing the punting for the Golden Hawks.
Mergel, both the punter and the kicker for Becca. We've got a timeout here. Looks like there might be an equipment problem with one of the Vikings players, as Nick Rittenhouse will have to leave the field at the direction of our referee, Jim Toomey. So a 4th down and 10. As Central's defense very good for the first 3 plays.
Central really loading up that box right now up front.
Here comes the pressure.
Oh, that was close.
Mergel got it away. And Guyas averaging 16.7 yards per punt return. Can't get a handle on that one. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They'll be at their own 36-yard line.
Great job of getting in there and blocking for him, because I'll tell you what, they were a step away from blocking that one, and that would have been trouble for the
really
Golden
close.
Hawks.
Bishop, I know you told us back in August you'd be sitting on your hands tonight.
Actually, that won't be necessary because I'm being escorted by the mascots, and it'll be equal time at both places.
That's the way it should be.
It's like an election, equal time for both sides here.
Oh, it's wonderful.
1st and 10 for Brendan Nosovich, the sophomore quarterback. He has 4 receivers to his left. He gets hit as he throws, and it's going to be ruled an incomplete pass as Jonathan Nunez got through to get a piece of that first attempt by Nosovich. It'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is what happened last week, Steve. They had a great opportunity to get themselves defensive pressure, and they did it again here tonight.
Well, Bishop, here you are before the game. You had the chance to lead the crowd in prayer before the game was kicked off.
I had such a nice time, not only praying with everybody, but also meeting the parents of some of the players, some of the very dedicated people who support both schools beforehand and support Catholic education so sacrificially.
2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. Nosovich with 2 in the backfield this time, and he will keep it on the ground. Ian Moitzen, the senior at 6'1", averaging 6 yards per carry, will have close to a 1st down near the 47-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job last week against Liberty. He had 14 carries for 86 yards, so he was the leading ball carrier against a very tough Liberty defense last week. Nice hole opened up front.
Bishop, one of the things we talked about at Coca-Cola Park really holds true tonight when you talk about the connection between education and student athletes being able to play athletic events as well. How important is that for you?
Oh, it's crucial. I just think there are so many character development things that good things that happen in the context of practices, games, and team play.
Short gain to midfield, pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Here is the starting lineup for the Vikings offense, brought to you by College Assistance Plus. And Nosovich, Jim, is a real key. He's a guy that can hurt you with his legs. He can hurt you with his arm, and he's only a sophomore.
Tremendous poise for a sophomore, but he's been showing that all the way up through 9th grade. In middle school, he did a great job, and now he's been thrown into the situation. He's responded tremendously with it.
He's got a good target in his tight end as well. Shane McNeely has caught 7 passes, averaging 15 yards a reception. Faust in motion on a 2nd down and 7. Here is Nosovich keeping it on the ground, loses the football, and Bethlehem Catholic comes up with the recovery. If there's been one concern for Harold Fairclough, it's been turnovers, and Ron Chick comes up with one there for the Golden Hawks.
Well, this is what we saw last week. They did a great job of pursuit, getting in all the different gaps last week and getting inside and getting pressure, and that's the key that they want to take advantage of here this evening on the turnover.
and that makes the Golden Hawks now a +6 in the turnover category this year.
Now take a look at the push they're getting up front. They're getting inside very, very quickly, and they go to the ball. That's the thing. Last week we saw 4 or 5 helmets every time we did a replay. Beckett did a great job defensively last week.
So the Golden Hawks with good field position at the central 42. And defense has definitely been the story early on in this game, as J.J. Renee will lose a yard at 2nd down and 11. Bishop, there are 8 high schools in the diocese. Are you going to plan and make trips to all of them and see various sporting events?
I certainly will be, as much as I can possibly work it into my schedule. My presence, both with the students, the players, and their parents, is very important, and I just want to affirm their great practice of the Catholic faith, as well as just the wonderful activity of this game.
It is 2nd down and 11. Petro to go from the shotgun, throwing over the middle, looking for Connell again. Incomplete as Moitzen lays the hit. It'll be 3rd down and 11. I know you're going to say basketball. In all likelihood is your favorite sport because you played it. What's your second favorite?
I enjoy football very much. I enjoy watching it. And in terms of basketball, it's interesting. I had a chance to talk to Gabe Llewellys, a graduate of Allentown Catholic, who hit the layup against UCLA in 1996. He got married today. Congratulations to Dr. Gabe and Dana Llewellys.
You had to get that Princeton connection.
Absolutely, no question. That famous backdoor cut.
One of the most famous plays in the NCAA tournament. No question about that. 3rd down and 11 for Petro, and he is sacked back at the 47-yard line.
Mirror images of each other, Steve. They get great defensive pressure inside. We'll take a look at Jack Sand here coming inside. Number 82 did a great job coming off the corner. As you're going to see here, Petro gets some time, but not a lot. And then all of a sudden, the pressure's going to break down, and Central will now receive the punt.
So Mergel back in punt formation. Goulias is back deep for the Vikings, so the defense bails out the offense after the turnover. It's 4th down and 15. Mergel with a spiral that will go over the head of Goulias, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Well done by Andrew Mergel. Well, Bishop, we talked about the 8 high schools, and you got some in Lehigh County, Berks County, Schuylkill County, Northampton. That sounds like some frequent traveling you'll be doing. Some miles will be put on the vehicles.
Yes, definitely. We've got in Lehigh County, Allentown Central, of course, and in Northampton County, Notre Dame, and Bethlehem Catholic at Pius X, and Berks, Reading Central Catholic, and Holy Name, and in Schuylkill, Marion, and Tamaqua, and Nativity High School in Pottsville. So it'll be a lot of running around.
Is that something you will try to do on a regular basis? Get out there and not just to see athletic events, but just to visit those schools?
Definitely, and just to celebrate masses, to hear confessions, and to get to know the students and the faculty. It's important to me. It's so much a key element of the practice of our faith, our Catholic education.
Here is the starting defense for Bethlehem Catholic, presented by College Assistance Plus, and the defenses have been the story so far, Jim.
Oh, it has been, and you see a couple of names in there. Yil Duran did a great job last week, along with Chris Zins inside, and then Ron Check, as you saw, recovered that fumble already this evening. So they have a great defensive group in there. A lot of no-name people. There's not a lot of people that are looking at Division I and all that kind of thing. A lot of kids that are come together as a team, as a group, and played very well together as a team.
Bishop, to touch along the lines of visiting the high schools, how about the younger students? How much do you try to get out there and interact with them as well?
Oh, absolutely. Getting to the elementary schools and having a chance to visit the classrooms and getting their questions. The young people have such a great capacity for spiritual life and faith, and I love to get their insights.
There's so much technology out there that's at everybody's disposal, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is. And by the way, you're a big hit on YouTube from your Iron Pigs appearance, I understand.
Know. Thank you for that, Jim. Thank you, Steve and Jim. I appreciate it, believe me.
I've checked it out, and I've seen it. I know what it is. But how do you, with the faith, get to intertwine today's technology and keep the message out there?
I've got a great staff that is working on that very consistently and very creatively, and it's an absolute priority to me to use the modern means of technology to spread the gospel.